As you can probably guess, I am thoroughly enjoying Hawkmoon. I think it's one of the best design exotics so far. Its D1 counterpart relied on luck in the chamber, and its D2 version is skill in the chamber. I mean, just look at it, make your own luck, land some headshots. The gun practically gives them away for free. But in case you weren't aware, let me quickly explain what Hawkmoon does. By landing headshots with Hawkmoon, you stack up paracausal charges, which on the final round deal more damage. The more charges you have, the more damage the final round does, where 6 will land a headshot, one-shot kill, and 7 will practically kill any super in the game besides Behemoth. A common mistake a lot of players do with Hawkmoon is that they tunnel vision and focus too much on the paracausal rounds, and trying to get down to that final round, they pace their shots, they take fights very carefully, when they would be much better off just using the gun normally and taking advantage of Hawkmoon having nearly every stat as high as it can possibly be. Essentially, Hawkmoon is designed with a low skill floor so that even players not adept with hand cannons can land shots in the first place. It also has a very high skill ceiling, where if you've never missed a shot in your life, you can take more advantage of paracausal rounds. As you can see from the nice connection-based matchmaking in the background, I land a lot of headshots and I very carefully pick where I want to use that final round. The catalyst alone makes me want to hold on to paracausal charges so that the Hawkmoon has more range, therefore I can duel 120 RPM hand cannons more often. It doesn't matter to me if I'll end up with 5, 6, or even 7 paracausal charges by the time I reach that final round. I'll work with what I got. If I have 5, I'll go for a 2-tap. If I have 6, I'll aim for the head. And if I have 7, I'll hip fire to the body or hunt down a super. Now I already know what someone's typing in the comment section, so let's address the elephant in the sky. Hawkmoon is an exotic, therefore Hawkmoon cannot use the Icarus grip mod. So if you want to play with an in-air playstyle, you're better off using a legendary hand cannon to equip the Icarus grip mod, which makes your in-air accuracy much more consistent. So now let's talk about Hawkmoon roles, what I find competitive, and what is my favorite, which is Rangefinder. Feel free to call me basic, I'll go grab the Starbucks and the Uggs, but Rangefinder performs the best I find because we're in a 120 RPM meta, and I think if you want to justify using a 140 RPM, it has to tiptoe on that 120 range. And Rangefinder does exactly that by increasing its zoom magnification, therefore decreasing its damage falloff. Even compared to the best in class legendary 140s, Hawkmoon has a farther kill distance. This is partly to full bore, which increases the range, and the catalyst grants increased handling, reload speed, and weapon range based on the stacks of paracausal charge. You did not read stability there. This catalyst does nothing for stability. Therefore, you want as much stability and range as you can possibly get. Heavy grip increases my stability, full bore decreases it, and if you check Destiny Item Manager, it falls to a perfect 67. If you play mouse and keyboard, you'll find that if you keep your stability somewhere between 60 and 70, it will feel virtually recoilless. So yeah, this Hawkmoon ends up outranging every 140 in the game. However, if you don't like the zoom of Rangefinder and find it wonky, then I recommend Eye of the Storm. I also recommend controller players go for this role. This has that same 67 stability due to heavy grip and full bore, but I would even say go for Hammerforge rifling here and keep the stability up. What Eye of the Storm does is the weapon becomes more accurate and boosts handling as your health gets lower, and this has multiple tiers. Cool Guy covered this already and did an excellent job, so I would check out his video, which I'm linking below. But the TLDR is that your opponent essentially has to damage you for this perk to come into play, and I initially thought that this boost in accuracy would make in-air accuracy perfect, and although it is close to perfect, it relies on your opponent landing a shot, so it creates this awkward scenario where if your opponent misses a shot, you're more likely to miss a shot in the air, and you're playing in the air to make your opponent miss a shot. So yeah, a little awkward, but I did find this perform very well. This is going to be an interesting one right here. I know you're about to click off the video because I'm recommending moving target, but hear me out. If you're a sniper player and you want to take advantage of double sniper rifle targeting, having hand cannon targeting and sniper rifle targeting is overkill because moving target is a +5 to aim assist, and let's go check the Hawkmoon on dim real quick. Look at it right here. 93 aim assist, so 93 plus 5 is 98. that means that that helmet perk is only getting you +2, so it's not really worth it. So if you're a sniper player, moving target might work. In a similar sense, I went for opening shot with a lot of stability. This has 80 stability. Opening shot increases accuracy and range on the opening shot of attack, and it resets very frequently and makes landing that final round of the paracausal shot very easy. I think this one's okay. The high stability is simply to make it so that as opening shot goes off, you don't experience as much bloom on the second, third, and fourth shot. But after trying all of these, I just go back to rangefinder. Obviously, we're talking about Icarus here on these 140s. Yes, I think if you're playing to win and you have a very aerial playstyle, especially with stompies, being able to land consistent air shots wins matches because you're able to play more of the map that other people don't have access to. If they have to stay planted, they're a little bit predictable. But that still doesn't mean Hawkmoon's bad. You can build around that. You can use sight and ramparts, you can use rifts, that kind of thing. As we get more competitive 140 RPMs in the future, Hawkmoon will fall out of fashion, but that doesn't mean this isn't a well-designed exotic or a fun gun in general. I will bust this out in the future for 6s. It's also an exotic, so it's not going to get sunset. As Dire Promise fades in and out of existence, as Better Devils has gathered dust in my vault, I might always be using Hawkmoon 2 years from now. Who knows? For future reference, though, these are some of the roles that 140 RPMs would have to have for me to take off Hawkmoon and justify using one of these, simply because of Icarus grip. Now in the future, if Icarus grip exists on like your gauntlets or boots or something like that, I'll take it in a heartbeat. Even if that means I lose my radar or something like that, I would still take Icarus because it's that valuable to me. In a world of 120 RPMs though, 140s are a dueler. And the problem is, on this specific Arc Strider build that I've been running all month, 120 RPM combos with my abilities a lot better. For example, 90 damage downrange and a skip grenade could be a kill. 90 damage plus an arc wave melee is a kill. It is on this as well. Hawkmoon is also a kill with the arc wave, but I more or less mean the body shot damage boosted arc wave melee, which is a lot more consistent. But we have to also consider Swashbuckler, Rampage, Kill Clip, those kind of perks. A Charge with Light. I've been abusing Charge with Light. Become charged by picking up Orbs of Power. Become charged. When you become charged, your nearby allies also become charged with light. And so if they have powerful friends too, and you pop a super with this perk, Radiant Light, casting your super causes nearby allies to become charged with light. If they have powerful friends, you become charged with light. What I'm getting at is it's super easy to become charged with light, which then activates high energy fire, which, yes, allows a 120 RPM to 2-tap, therefore out-dueling a 140 RPM. Even if both of these have high energy fire, the 120 does it better. So when comparing apples to oranges here, I think you have, quick draw to max out the handling stat. Stability doesn't matter as much on M&K. I can go extendo mag if I really want to. Sure, the reload's tanked, but if I'm not winning a round within 11 bullets, I messed up. I also have the reload masterwork. And then I get the damage booster. So I have two different ways of getting the damage booster. It's either, get a kill, or my arc wave. And then after that, I can 2-tap. I think it's 5 resilience that lives this. Or maybe it's 6 resilience that lives this. It's one of those resiliences. But if you have Rampage and like a True Prophecy, it's 9 resilience that survives that. So I feel like in a lot of cases, you get more bang for your buck with the 120 than Hawkmoon. But like I said, it's a well-designed exotic and it's near and dear to me. I farmed this out. I think these are the roles I'm sticking with. I'm not going to farm anymore other than to just help my friends. I don't even know what I would want on this furthermore. If you found this video helpful, enjoyed the rambling towards the end, let me know in the comment section. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one.